All right, good afternoon, guys. Knew it was going to be a tough one. I mean, SC is a good team. Obviously, anytime you have a home weekend and you have to play a whatever highly ranked UCLA team and a highly ranked USC team, I mean, it's going to be tough. And so to come out through these games 2-0, no matter how they looked or felt, is quite an accomplishment.
You must be pleased. Thursday night you played in a slower tempo. Won today, played at a slower tempo.
Yeah.
Won again. Things like that are progressive.
Yeah, I mean, like I've told you guys, I think we can win a lot of ways. I mean, we're a great defensive team. So at the end of the day, I mean, that's probably going to be your calling card. Playing great defense, and then hopefully, certain nights you're explosive on offense. But obviously, that's going to be tough to do that every single day. But so we're more than comfortable being in games like that. We'll run opportunistically, and we're going to keep pushing the pace. But SC's a really good defensive team, and they had a good scheme tonight, and they really made us work. Especially in that first half. The second half, I think our efficiency went up to about 1.3, which is elite if you can do that. So our guys made some good adjustments in the second half, made a few shots, made some free throws at the end.
Did you ever think at the start of the year that Umar would be playing in end of the game lineups, especially in games like
I mean, hey, I'll be honest with you. I at the start of this year, I didn't have any preconceived notions on anybody. I was going to let it play out, and however it felt, and who earned the opportunities, I was going to give him to. So I'm really proud. I mean, that he can be in there for a defensive lineup closing the games. I mean, I think you guys see, you put him and CeeLo out there with Dalen and Pella. I mean, it's pretty formidable. And it just, to me, I mean, all those shots around the rim all suddenly got pretty tough, and then our guys did a great job, getting some rebounds there at that last 2 minutes.
What stood out to you in those last 6 minutes?
Just I mean, you've been in so many of those games, as a coach, that you got to hang with it. You got to hang with it, and it's just about one play leads to the next. And I think Dalen kind of got it started with just he got penetration to the paint, got 2 feet on the ground, calmed down, checked 1, checked 2, and then Zoo found an angle to back cut on check 3 and got an and 1, and then okay, there we go. And then Kerr comes down the next time in a transition deal, hits a 3, and you're back tied, and so now you're in a ball game. So I just think just understanding, you just got to hang with it. And there's just a lot of possessions left in those games. So, yeah, I'm proud that our guys are showing that grit.
How do you handle Kerr's enthusiasm, if that's the right word? He's very enthusiastic and does a lot of great things, and then you kind of have to almost rein him in, or do you just let him go?
Kerr's very coachable. I mean, he and I are having a constant dialogue. So I'm not feeling that emotion. Like when I talk to him, he stops, he looks at me and shakes his head, and so, I mean, but this game's meant to be played with passion. And that's why he's the perfect point guard for our program. I mean, he's passionate, and our fans are showing that passion too. So it's a great combination.
How important was it for you guys to cut down on the turnovers in the second half?
I mean, it's always important. I just, we had, I think Ben had 2 transition turnovers in a row, and you just can't have those. To be a high level team, you just got to cut those out. And Ben was trying to be aggressive, and we just, and then CeeLo just was casual passing the ball inbounds, and just like that's he had one where I don't know, I guess Dalen, I didn't see it, but almost got his head taken off. There was a collision, and then there was a turnover, and then he had another one that was almost a turnover. So you just got to tighten it up a little bit. It's that time of year.
Willis had a double-double today. What did you think of his performance?
I mean, he looked to me like he's getting pretty close back to what we're expecting. So I've been cautiously optimistic every game, and I've just kind of let it play out in front of my own eyes. But I have had backup plans. Like if he didn't look good or wasn't moving good, we could play other lineups. So maybe him getting hurt wasn't great for him. Or maybe our team, but it maybe allowed us to grow a little bit. And obviously, since that injury, I mean, Umar's taken off, and Pella's played really well too. So and those are the 2 guys that have kind of slid into some of those minutes, and it gives us more options going forward, which is a good thing.
Zulus has such a flatline, emotional type of look or whatever. How was it his mom showing up, and did it pick him up a little, if you can?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, I know he and Tote, I mean, they love their mom, and she'd never been here. So for her to come here and see the life that they're living, I think that, they were really proud to show her around. And I think she was really proud to see how first class everything was and how they're getting treated.
What did you think about the Lithuanian food that he brought in?
I mean, I've had a lot of Lithuanian food, and so it's really good, but I haven't tasted any, but I've heard I know Brigger, I mean, he's our food tester. He told me it was great.
Coach, only having one day to prepare for USC, did you find it more challenging to get everybody ready?
I mean, it was a short prep. I mean, we dialed it down a little bit. We kept it pretty simple. As far as adjustments and usually, when we play Thursday, Saturday, I'll spend some time Monday on Saturday's game a little bit, maybe just introducing a few concepts. But this week, just with the crazy schedule we've been through and everything, we literally took Monday off. So Tuesday, Wednesday, we were 100% on UCLA, and then when that game ended, we dug into SC and we had basically a walkthrough yesterday, a shoot around this morning, and went out there and did it. So our guys obviously, I think defensively did a pretty good job. I mean, we made some mistakes, that I thought we were helping out of the strong corner a little bit too much of some of those threes, and I don't know where that came from, but that's fixable.
What did you tell? Sorry, Bruce.
I just wonder when you take a day off this week coming up.
I'm thinking that out right now. Maybe tomorrow. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I mean, tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. Compliance is in here. He probably tells me the day off better than I would know when we have to take one. But we'll see. We're going to see how we get through Monday, and whether we take Tuesday off or we walk through or what. We'll figger that out as we go.
So what did you get into them in that final stretch? Did you say what you say?
No, I mean, I got into them early. I was just a little frustrated. And I was trying to light a little bit of a fire underneath them because we had that blank look, and so. I think I accidentally, first time ever, I think I broke a clipboard. It was totally unintentional. And Steve Kerr told me you get 3 breaks a year. So that's number one on the clipboard deal. And but at the end of the game, it's not about being fired up. It's about, making sure they're confident. And so, in the second half, I said what I needed to say at halftime, then I took a breath and I just wanted to win the game. I didn't want to, be emotional.
What do you make of the recent free throw shooting struggles?
I think we're a good free throw shooting team. I think our guys just need to step up, take a breath, and make them. I'm not going to make any crazy about it, but I think it was just in the first half. I think we were just a little bit casual, and you just got to understand. I mean, a point at the 13 minute mark in the first half is equal to one with 13 seconds to go. So you got to step up and make them.
Did you guys have to check for Dalen on the concussion possibly? He came back.
I mean, Justin came in and just told me he's fine. So I'm sure he went through the whole situation. And then he played really well after. So, I mean, obviously Dalen's a really good player, and you guys know what I think of him. He had in 20, my eyes are great. 29 minutes tonight, and he had a plus minus of 17, which is, can be a little bit of a dodgy stat, but that says something.
53 seconds in the game, if that was a scary moment just to see that right.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the replay or what happened, so I don't know what happened. I just, I was just not too happy with Christian for a casual inbounds pass. He threw it into 3 guys, so.
The quick turnaround with ASU, they kind of started this thing with teams really trying to be a lot more of a grind out. Do you expect the same thing?
I'm sure. And hey, we know it's going to be tough. These guys, SC, were in a dogfight, Thursday. So, that's what we expect. We expect it's going to be a, bare knuckle boxing. It's going to be a knockdown drag out, and we're built for it.
Did you have any reaction the other night with the scene and the UCLA player getting?
No, listen, for one, you guys don't need to. It's disappointing probably on both sides. Who knows what was said? You know what I mean? I think we can all come to this deal and we can be rowdy and we can have a good time, but I don't think we need to be getting personal with student athletes. And I don't even know if it was. So I'm just saying if that's happened, and then obviously, the reaction probably, is disappointing on their end. So, yeah, I think, Arizona, our goal should be to be the rowdiest, classiest fan base in the country.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.